before I do any more welding on this thing, I need to get the petcock mounted. Now the reason I designed the tank this way is so as it's hanging from the top of the frame, all my fuel is kind of slanting down towards this flat spot. Now this flat spot is what's actually going to house the petcock that I'm going to pull from the original dirt bike gas tank. Anyway, with all the fuel running down, I don't have to worry about sloshing back and forth and running out of fuel. Anyway, I have to get this mounted in here before I cap off the front so I can have access to actually weld up the retaining nuts for these bolts, or however I decide to do this. Pretty sure that's how I'm going to do it. But anyway, so we're going to get that done, and then I need to figure out some kind of filler next. So that'll be next. Next issue I'm going to run into, not really issue, but I just need to make a decision. If I want to have the on-off feature of this petcock, or excuse me, the on and reserve feature, if that's going to be the case, obviously the on's a little too tall, so I think I'm going to cut that down to about right there. So that way, as the fuel level comes down, it's not going to be, you know, just the first, you know, quarter of a tank or so. So I'll cut that down, that way I have a little bit left for reserve. So they're going to go with that. Drill 2 holes to accept these tubes, and we should be good to go on mounting this. Cut short. All the holes drilled. Gonna assemble it. Go ahead and put the nuts on the inside. Alright, I'm just gonna tack weld these nuts into place, and then we can finish welding up the tank. There they are, tacked into place. Hey guys, it's been about a day or two. Now here's where I'm at with the gas tank. I've had to pressure test this a couple of times to see where the leaks are. I had a couple leaks the first time, went back and redid it. Then my TIG welder ran out of gas, so then I've been using flux core, and flux core is not very good at welding seams, I'm finding. Or maybe it's just my welding technique, I don't know. But anyway, we got it all sealed up. I'm not going to grind any of these welds down. They look kind of ugly, but I don't want this thing leaking anymore. It's just been kind of a pain in the butt. So we're gonna call this done. I may dress it up just a little bit. Obviously I'll be painting it and everything. But for now, this is gonna work. So from here, what I wanna do is I wanna build the tabs. They're gonna hook onto each of the corners and bend over and rest on the frame. And I'll show you what I mean here. Let's get to it. So when I was originally designing this tank, I made sure that the width of it was smaller than the internal width of the frame, so I could put it in here and slide it out. Reason being, like I said, I want to make basically straps into kind of a hook shape that'll sit up and over the frame on the front and rear. That way, if ever I need to, I can slide it and bring it out and reinstall it. So that's kind of my plan. I'm going to weld some of the metal that I made this gas tank out of. I'm going to weld some straps on top and then kind of just hand bend it over these tubes. there's number one. I'm gonna cut it off and then do the same thing on all four corners. Here's the tank, guys. Welds and stuff look really crappy. They're going to until I get more gas for my MIG and TIG welders. That's all right, I can fix that all in the final cleanup of the entire frame and paint and all that. But here it is. I can still lift up, remove the tank out. The only thing I have left to do on it is fabricate a fuel cap of some kind. Either do a flip up seat and mount the cap here, or do a filler net from the side with the cap on top of it. That way when it's on its side stand, I'll have access to it. Not quite sure, but I'll figure it out, but there it is. Guys, we're going to call that good again for today. Again, thank you so much for following along on this build. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll go ahead and put my logo right here, so you go ahead and just click that button, subscribe to me. Also, when the next video comes out, I'll put the video up here so you can click on the link and get to the next video. Thanks again, guys.